Hi everybody. In last lecture we have studied about types of relation. In that we have studied an equivalence relation. In today's lecture we are going to study examples related to types of relation. In that if you consider first example as let R be a relation on Z which is a set of integer. Okay, it is a set of integer defined by x related to y if and only if here the given condition is 5x plus 6y is divisible by 11. Okay, for x y belongs to z. Okay, here in question it is given that x is related to y only when 5x plus 6y is divisible by 11. That means its product will its calculation will be in product of 11. Okay, so that R is an equivalence relation on Z. Okay, so we have to show that R is an equivalence relation. This R is an equivalence relation on Z. Okay, in solution here it is given that x is related to y if and only if 5x plus 6y is divisible by 11. For x y belongs to z, that means x and y should be an integer. Okay, that is it can be written as 5x plus 6y can be written as product of 11 into some integer k1 where k1 belongs to z. Okay, here 5x plus is divisible by 11 which means it should be in a product of 11. Okay, and k1 is an any integer. Now we show that R is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Okay, we want to show R should be reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Now first consider a reflexive relation. We have to show the given relation is reflexive. For that we have to consider only one element, x belongs to z. Okay, now 5x, here it is given that 5x plus 6y, but we are considering only one element from a z, and here it is xy belongs to z. Here we are considering x belongs to z only. So it can be written as 5x plus 6x is equal to, now its addition will be is equal to 11x. That means it is in multiple of an 11. So it can be divisible by 11, which is divisible by 11. Okay, so which means that x is related to x itself. Okay, and x is related to x itself means it is an reflexive relation, which implies that R is reflexive. Okay, which is our first part. Now in second, symmetric, we have to consider two elements from the given set. So let xy belongs to z. Okay, and we are considering 5x plus x is related to y, which implies that now here x related to y means 5x plus 6y is divisible by 11. Okay, in symmetric we have to consider x related to y. and to prove that y is related to x, that is we have to prove that phi y we have to replace x by y and y by x, so it should be y related to x. So phi y plus 6x is divisible by 11, which we have to prove. Okay, now here 5x plus 6y is divisible by 11, which means that 5x plus 6y is equal to 11 into some integer. I represent it by k1 belongs to z. Okay, so here it is our first equation. Now we have to prove that 5y plus 6x is divisible by 11. Okay, now consider, let 5y plus 6x, which can be written as 5y plus 6x can be written as 11y minus 11y plus 5y plus 6x. Okay, so 11y and 5y, sorry, wait, I have written wrong here. It can be written as 5y plus 6x. Now 5y can be written as 11y minus 6y. Okay, so 11y minus 6 is 5, so it is a 5y. We have to take 5y in form of this. Okay, and similarly 6x can be written as plus 11x minus 5x. Okay, which gives us, now here we will get, here it is 5x plus 6y, here it is minus 5x minus 6y, so 11y plus 11x, 11y plus 11x, and from this 2 it can be written as minus into bracket 5x plus 6y. Okay, which is our adjustment here, so which is equal to, now here it is 11y plus 11x, and it can be written as 11k1. Okay, and in each term 11 is present, so it can be taken out as a common term, 11 into bracket y plus x minus k1. Okay, which shows that is we get 5y plus 6x is equal to 11 into bracket y plus x minus k1, which shows that 5y plus 6x is a multiple of 11, that means it is divisible by 11 also. So it can be written as 5y plus 6x is divisible by 11, is divisible by 11. Therefore we can say that y is related to x. Okay, which implies that R is an symmetric relation. Okay, so this is our second part which we have proved here. Okay, only here remember to take the adjustment. We have to adjust phi y such that we can get this equation, or we have to adjust left side so that we can get and 5x plus 6y in that equation. Okay, so here 5y is considered as 11y minus 6y, so we can get here 11 minus 6y, so 6y is present in the given equation. And similarly here also 11x minus 5x is present in this, so from 11 can be, these two terms can separated and minus sign taking common, so it will be here 11 will be term present in all terms, and we can take it common, which shows that it is a multiple. 5y plus 6x is multiple of 11, therefore it is divisible by 11 also. Okay, when it is multiple of 11, then it should be divisible by 11 also, so which is reflexive relation. Okay, now in transitive relation, for transitive relation we have to consider three elements from the given set x, y, z belongs to capital Z. It is small. Okay, So such that by definition of transitive, it is defined as x related to y and y related to x. Y related to z. Now here x related to y is 5x plus 6y is divisible by 11. Okay, and y related to z means 5y plus 6z is divisible by 11. Okay, and we have to prove that x is related to z, that is 5x plus 6z is divisible by 11. This we want to prove. Okay, now as 5x plus 6y is divisible by 11, which implies that 5x plus 6y is equal to 11k1, where k1 belongs to z, which is any integer which we can represent by any variable. Similarly, 5y plus 6z is also divisible by 11, so it can be also written as 11 into any other integer k2, where k2 belongs to z. Okay, now we have to prove that 5x plus 6z is divisible by 11. So now here 5x plus 6z can be written as 5x, here 5x plus 6y, so 5x plus 6y plus 5y plus 6z. Okay, which means here we have added these two terms, which are 6 plus 5, which is 11y, and we have to subtract it from it. So here we are making an adjustment such that we will get this equation 5x plus 6y also and 5y plus 6z. Now here first and last terms are present, 5x and 6z. So 6 plus 5 is 11y. We are making adjustment of plus 11y and minus 11y. Okay, so from first to 5x plus 6y, this will gives us 5x plus 6y is equal to 11k1 plus 5y plus 6z is equal to 11k2 and minus 11y. So in each term again here 11 is present, so which shows that 5x plus 6z is a multiple of 11, which means that it is divisible by 11. Therefore 5x plus 6z is divisible by 11. Okay, therefore x is related to z. X is related to z, which implies that R is a transitive relation. R is a transitive relation. As we have proved that R is a reflexive relation here. After that we have proved that R is a symmetric relation. After that we have proved that R is an transitive relation. From these three we can say that R is an equivalence relation on a set Z. Equivalence relation on Z. Okay, so this is our required proof. For homework, you must solve example of a same type. X is related to y if and only if 4x plus 9y is divisible by 13. Show that on Z, on a set Z, show that R is equivalence relation. Equivalence relation on Z. Okay, it is of a same kind example, so please try to solve this example. Next example, let Z be a set of all integers. Be a set of all integers given a comma b belongs to z, define a is related to b if and only if a minus b, if and only if a minus b is an even number, is an even number. Now even number means it should be a multiple of 2. Then show that R is an equivalence relation. R is an equivalence relation on Z. And also find equivalence class of 2 and 3. Okay, so first of all we have to prove that given relation is an equivalence relation. If it is equivalence, then we can find its equivalence class. Okay, so first we have to show that, or it is given that A is related to B if and only if A minus B is even number. Okay, that is A minus B is equal to twice n, where n belongs to Z. Okay, here twice n, that means A minus B should be a multiple of 2, then only it is an even integer. Okay, now first we are showing reflexive. Here we have to show that R is a reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Okay, so here for reflexive we have to consider any one element. So if we consider A belongs to Z, let A belongs to Z, then here it will be relation is defined by A is related to A only A minus A is an even number. So here A minus A will be equal to, now A minus A is 0 and 0 can be written as 2 into 0. Okay, so here which is an even integer. Okay, so A minus A can be written as a multiple of 2, so it is an even integer. Therefore we can say that A is related to A for all A belongs to Z. That means for any integer belongs to Z, we can write A minus A is an even integer. Therefore R is an reflexive relation. R is an reflexive relation. Okay, now second, symmetric. For symmetric, let two elements A, B belongs to Z such that A is related to B. A is related to B, which implies that A minus B is an even integer. Okay, that is A minus B is equal to twice n, or write twice n1, where n1 belongs to Z. And to prove that, we have to here prove that B is related to A. For symmetric we have to prove B related to A, that is B minus A is even integer. Okay, now given that or we are here A minus B is equal to twice n1. Okay, so B minus A, if we multiply minus on both sides, it will gives us B minus A is equal to minus twice n1. Okay, so which can be written as 2 into minus n1. That means here n1 is belongs to Z, so minus n1 will be also belongs to Z. Okay, because here if you consider n1 is positive, then here minus n will be negative. Okay, so B minus A is also multiple of 2. Okay, if a minus b is a positive even number, b minus a will be negative even number. Here we have to only show that it is an even integer. So b minus a is also even integer. Therefore b minus a is even integer. That is b related to a, which implies that R is symmetric relation. R is symmetric relation. Okay. Next, third, we have to prove transitive relation. Now here we have to consider three elements a, b, c belongs to z, and such that a is related to b implies and b related to c implies. This part is given us, a related to b and b related to c, and we have to prove that a is related to c. This we want to prove. Now a is related to b means a minus b is even integer. Okay, that is a minus b is equal to twice n1. Here b is related to c, which means b minus c is an even integer. Even integer, that is b minus c can be written as twice n2, where n1 belongs to z and n2 belongs to z. Now we have to prove that a related to c, that means a minus c is even integer. Okay, now consider a minus c is equal to, so a minus c can be written as a minus b plus b minus c. We have adjusted here minus b plus c. Okay, now a minus b is equal to twice n1 and b minus c is equal to twice n2, which gives us 2 into bracket n1 plus n2. As n1 and n2 both are integer, its addition will again integer. n1 plus n2 will be belongs to z only, and a minus c is a multiple of 2. Okay, so it can be written as an even integer. So a minus c is even integer. Therefore a is related to c, which implies that R is transitive relation. Which means that as R is a reflexive, symmetric and a transitive, therefore R is an equivalence relation. Okay. Now in this example we also find the equivalence class of 2 and 3. For that we must know the definition of an equivalence class. First we define equivalence class, and after that we will find the equivalence class of 2 and 3. Now equivalence class is defined as, let R be an equivalence relation on a set A, and if A belongs to A, that means this A is an considered in set A, then set equivalence class of A is equal to B belongs to A, such that A is related to B, is called equivalence class, of A, and is denoted by square bracket A or A bar. Okay. Now here for A minus B, A is related to B if and only if A minus B is even integer and A comma B belongs to Z, and we have to find equivalence class of 2 and 3. Okay, so for this, first equivalence class of A, we have to define equivalence class of A as X belongs to Z such that X is related to A. Okay, and Now x belongs to z such that x related to a means x minus a is even integer. Okay, now x belongs to z such that, or x such that x minus a is in even integer, which means x minus a is equal to twice n, where n belongs to z. Okay, so x is equal to, from this equation, x belongs to z, or x such that x is equal to, here minus a on right side it will be plus a plus twice n, where n belongs to z. So we get equivalence class of a as x such that, or x belongs to z such that value of x is equal to a plus twice n, where n belongs to z. Now we want to find equivalence class of 2, which will be equal to, we will start from n is equal to 0. For n is equal to 0, okay, so here a is 2, so we will get here 2. Okay, for a is equal to 0, we will get x is equal to a plus, for a is equal to 2 and n is equal to 0. A is equal to 2, so here it is a, and n, for n is equal to 0, it will be 2 into 0 is 0, so it will be x is equal to 2 plus 0, which is equal to 2. So for n is equal to 0, it is 2. For n is equal to 1, now n is equal to 1, it will be x is equal to 2 plus 2, which is equal to 4. For n is equal to 2, x will be equal to 2 plus 2 to the 4. Here 2 plus 2 into 1 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4. Now for n is equal to 2, 2 to the 4, 4 plus 2, 6. 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. So here it will be 2, 4, 6, after that it will be 8 and so on. And for negative value, for n is equal to minus 1, x will be equal to 2. Here a is 2 and n is minus 1, which means 2 minus 2 is 0. 2 minus 2, which will gives us 0. So its previous will be 0. For n is equal to minus 2, it will gives us x is equal to 2 minus 2 into 2. X plus 2 into minus 2. Okay, x plus, which is a plus 2 plus 2 into minus 2. Okay, which will 2 minus 4, which is equal to minus 2. So here it will go minus 2, after that it will be minus 4, after that minus 6 and so on. Okay, so this will be equivalence class of 2. Now for equivalence class of 3, here a will be equal to, a should be 3, a is equal to 3, for a is equal to 3, and we have to take from 0, n 0, this equation will gives us x is equal to 3 plus 2 into 0, which is equal to 3. Okay, for n is equal to 0. For n is equal to 1, x is equal to 3 plus 2 into 1, which is equal to 3 plus 2, which is 5. For n is equal to 2, x is equal to 3 plus 2 into 2, which is equal to 3 plus 4 is 7. For n is equal to 3, x will be equal to 3 plus 2 into 3, which is 3 plus 2 into 3 is 6, 6 plus 3 is 9. Now for negative values, for n is equal to minus 1, it will give x is equal to 3 plus 2 into minus 1, which is 3 minus 2, which will be 1. Next, for n is equal to minus 2, x will be equal to 3 minus 2 into, 3 plus 2 into minus 2. 2 to the 2 into minus 2 is minus 4, and 3 minus 4 is minus 1. Okay, for n is equal to minus 3, we are taking only integers here because we are given the set of integers. Okay, so n is equal to minus 3, x will be equal to 3 plus 2 into minus 3, which is 2 3 is 6, minus 6 plus 3, which is equal to minus 3. And for n is equal to minus 4, x will be equal to 3 plus 2 into minus 4, which is 2 4 is 8, minus 8 plus 3, which will be minus 5. So here the equivalence class of 3 will be, if we consider minus 5, minus 3, minus 1, after that it is 1, after that here for n is equal to 0 it is 3, for n is equal to it is 5, 7 and so on. Okay, and here it is so on. So this will be equivalence class of 2 and equivalence class of 3 for relation x related to a such that x minus a is an even integer. Okay. So for today we will stop here. In next lecture we will go to the next examples related to relation. Thank you.